Alright, we are back with another unboxing and review video. Today's purchase had a lot of different factors of thought that went into it. Personal preference, some functionality, and a lot of scouring through reviews. I don't think I've had to do research on something nearly as much as I had to do research on this. So what we got here is the Yes4All. I know, hold on, I'll explain. Is the Yes4All dip stand, 500-pound capacity in red, of course, because I like red. Multitudes of reasons as to why I went with this. The first one being, I like to do dips with leg raises, which means that at the bottom of my dip, my legs are usually extended. So a standard dip station, only being 36 inches tall or so, which would require you to bend your legs, it would not be ideal for the motions that I like to do. I don't want my feet bouncing off the floor. So this one goes all the way up to 52 inches, which is perfect. That should be just fine. On my current dip station, the grips are sitting at about, I think, 48 inches. So this will even go a little bit taller than what I'm used to. That was a major factor into why I got this. And it was after watching other videos of other people using it, it seemed to be reliably stable and not all wobbly at the top. I'm telling you, I did so much research on freaking dip stations. It's unbelievable. The other reason that I chose this was the horizontal spacing of the grips. My current setup, which I really like, is 24.5 inches from center to center of grip. I saw a lot that were bigger. I saw some that were smaller, but I didn't really see any that were what I wanted, or at least I wasn't clear on the way it was presented. So yeah, those were my reasons for wanting to buy this one. We looked at a lot of the Yes4All brand stuff. You know, it's all over Amazon. Pretty much any kind of fitness equipment of any type you can think of, this brand makes, and a lot of it kind of seems a little bit on the cheaper side, but I liked the range of adjustability with this dip station. I liked the color, and it had decent reviews, and people said it's, you know, it was sturdy enough, and that's really all I need, is something that's sturdy enough. Let's just go ahead and pop this guy open and get this thing started. Okay, so now that I have everything unboxed, it seems like everything is here. I don't see anything missing. The welds themselves, albeit not beautiful, I think will do. Considering the way that it's built, you know, there's a lot of 90-degree bracing going on, so I think that it won't be a problem at all. There is like maybe 2 or 3 little spots where the paint is shipping, like where it might have gotten dinged in shipping or something like that. To be expected, you know, I guess it's to be expected. If any of you out there have ever seen what goes on in like an Amazon or UPS warehouse, you know those things come freaking flying down that conveyor belt, and whatever's in front of them or behind them, it's a free-for-all in there. I think that this is all here. Everything is just fine. What I do like is that it did the individually packaged pieces and parts, and it came with a tool. But I like when they're packaged like this and not just hucked in a bag, because I feel like the bag can tear, and boxes, albeit them using a freaking entire roll of tape for each box, stuff can still wiggle out. Hole can get punched in the box, out goes a freaking nut, and then all of a sudden you're screwed. No pun intended. And the final piece of the puzzle, let's see what all this is. Oh, well, so we have parts list, which everything does appear to be here. We want 4 in total. total, yep, I think everything is here, which is good. It comes with a paper assembly guide, which after going through assembling this thing, and there not being an assembly guide and having to look up online how to do the pulley connections and how everything is supposed to be assembled, I like a paper assembly guide. Now that everything is here and we are ready to rock, let's just go ahead and start zipping this thing together. Okay, so we have our first big complaint here. These little wrenches that they give to you to build this thing are super skinny, kind of little crappy things, and it makes tightening down these bolts a total nightmare, honestly. As much as I don't even want to say this, I'm going to continue using them because I think it's important to the review process to use the things that they give you to build the thing. I'm going to keep using these crappy little things and slowly get this together. But first big complaint, not crucial to the build itself, but a complaint nonetheless.
Okay, I'm literally going to be out here for a freaking hour just trying to tighten 8 bolts. So I'm going to get some different wrenches. These are utter garbage. I'm going to get some different wrenches and just continue this in a second. Okay, I have a small adjustable wrench and a small 17mm ratchet and socket, and we're just going to freaking finish this. I'm not going to take another hour fiddling with this. It's so frustrating.
Okay, so this build is all done. Honestly, by the time it all came together pretty freaking good, honestly. Feels solid as could be. It looks freaking good. The spacing from handle to handle between this and this is literally an 1/8 of an inch difference, which I will never feel. Getting up on it feels solid. So the bracing is 10 out of 10, good enough for me. The handles themselves actually feel pretty freaking good. I was a little bit worried about that, but they feel good. I mean, really, the only complaint I have is that the wrenches that it comes with are just utter garbage. I recommend using different tools if you have them. I'm gonna give this a solid 9 out of 10 for being kind of a budget dip station. The color looks great with the rest of what I got going on, the theme I'm trying to kind of build in here. Yeah, freaking feels really good. My feet kind of barely touch the ground, but I could go up another like 8 inches on the height of this. So I think this is going to work just fine. Yeah, and my feet don't hit here when I go to do a leg raise. Pretty freaking happy with the build. This felt really freaking good actually. I really felt like I was able to get some explosive power out of my dips. My other one would kind of rock around a little bit. This doesn't move at all. It withstood the intensity that I would like to get out of it. I raised it up a little bit, and even at a little bit higher of a handle height, it still feels solid. Quite impressed with this dip station. Very happy I made the purchase. For price point, for looks, and overall effectiveness of the tool itself, 10 out of 10. Gotta give it to them, 10 out of 10. So yeah, so I think that is gonna be that. If anybody else out there has any other questions or gets it themselves or has any other complaints, let me know in the comments, and I will do another unbox and review video soon. That's gonna be that. I will see y'all next time.